Welcome back. They invite you to sip slow and stay a while at one of their many pop-up events across Austin. Joining us now are the owners of the mobile espresso bar, Please Stay Coffee. It's Xiomi and Samuel Oviedo. Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Thank you for having us.
I was just getting an earful off camera about how plugged into the community you guys are, which I think is so cool. So Xiomi, if you wouldn't mind, let's talk about Please Stay Coffee and how you guys got started, because you got into coffee and it was a passion.
Yeah, I love coffee. I love people. And Please Stay Coffee was actually just something that came out of what we called Coffee with Friends, which was kind of like an at-home cafe you would see kind of on TikTok that's kind of popping up now. And so I wanted that same vibe at my house, but I also wanted community for myself, and I didn't know how to obtain that or how to attain it on my own. And so I was like, you know what people love? Coffee. I love coffee, I love people, and I love hosting. So it felt like just natural for me. And so out of that, I was like, wait, like I can do this outside of just like in my home or working for someone else. I was like, I can provide the same service and experience for other people, whether at their wedding or at their jobs or whatever that may be. And so Please Stay Coffee was born, and we started with weddings, and I do weddings and events and parties and baby showers. I've kind of done a little bit of everything, but for the most part, like just in the community is where I want to be.
I hope everybody heard that correctly. That started in your home.
That's right. Yeah.
Because community was what you wanted to create, and now it's been born into a mobile espresso bar, which is so cool. Samuel, if you wouldn't mind, let's talk about the sort of events you guys are able to service, because it sounds like it'd be a great time for a wedding, but not just weddings.
Yeah, definitely. So Xiomi was kind of talking about that right now, but we do a plethora of events. So we do weddings, we do baby showers, we do office events. I mean, we could do a birthday party if you want. Like, we'll show up to wherever you want us to be. But it's really, honestly, any form of event that is involving community or people or networking, we're always there to kind of help curate an experience for that. So we're open to anything. I think we're open pretty much anything. We've pretty much done a lot of different events. Yeah.
And you wanted to hold space for what coffee does, because coffee bridges a gap. It's a very accessible thing, but that can lead to many different types of meetings.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just want people to connect and just build their own community with people maybe they wouldn't otherwise connect with outside of their normal like daily lives.
Mm-hmm. That's so cool. And you've got a Banana Horchata Latte, which sounds amazing. You brought a couple examples today.
Yeah, so I am from El Salvador, and I really love to highlight kind of like the countries and what the country and the flavors it can bring. And horchata is a pretty big thing out there, except it's a little different than any other horchata that would be made with rice.
Oh,
okay. So this is made with moro, which is a part of the gourd family. So it has the moro seeds, and it does have some rice. There's a little peanuts in there, maybe some cacao in there.
These are not words that I would have thought of.
Banana, yeah, and banana. So it is my favorite. It is going to be like what the staple is at Please Stay. Like, it's one of the main flavors I carry just because I love banana. That's personal. And then the El Salvador horchata, I just want to continue to highlight like the country's flavors. And so we carry El Salvador beans, and yeah.
I'm going to hold on to this, put it in my little pocket. That is really delicious. And it's not overwhelmingly banana for anybody who's like on the fence about that. The horchata flavors are absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
They come through really beautifully.
The banana is a subtle, just a little bit in there.
All right, we want to talk about the Tiny Farmers Market as well, because I told you I had never heard of it, and now I'm kicking myself for it. It happens about once a month, right?
Yeah, about once a month. Started over the summer, just her name is Hannah. She just kind of came out with her friends and put out like tables and sold, art and jams, I think. And I found her on TikTok, and I was like, hey, I'd love to just give y'all some free coffees to give away to the community. And I did the same thing here, and left my cooler and had people grab
fans.
them. Yeah, and from there I've been almost at every market, and we typically have the longest line from beginning to end. We have to be like, hey, we're done. And that's opened a lot of doors. Even the door just to get here was through Tiny Farmers Market. And so I'm so thankful for her and all the work that she's doing with the community and everything that she does. I feel like we're just hand in hand with what we do.
That's amazing. And it shows me like that the local Austin creators are still so strong
Yeah.
and supporting each other, which is
Yeah.
awesome. Samuel, you guys really want to emphasize connection, hospitality, intentionality.
Yeah.
Really, it's at the heart of everything you do.
Yeah, I mean, coffee is our passion, but people are our purpose. So we love creating spaces for connection and networking, obviously. But again, like we were speaking off camera, like the third place, that concept of bringing that back to just the community overall, just creating a space for people to just be themselves and feel safe, and an inclusive space that just causes conversation to erupt and for laughter and just for people to experience life together. So that's really why we do what we do. And coffee is just the vehicle of that. But the heart behind what it is it's people.
I was going to say, and it's real good coffee too. So
Thank you.
just in less 10 seconds, we've got
Yeah.
upcoming anniversary. Congratulations,
Yeah.
first anniversary.
Yeah, January 17th,
Yeah.
we're going to be at Korean Sage, close near the downtown area, and we're going to have free coffee, free pastries, and a lot of fun.
A lot of fun throwing it back to when it started out of the
Yeah.
house. But you guys don't have to do it out of the house
Yeah.
any longer. Congratulations
Yeah, thank
on an
you.
upcoming year, guys.
Thank you very
For
much.
more information on upcoming events, visit pleasestaycoffee.com or follow them on social media at Please Stay Coffee.